Hey, it's Paul and it's B&B Talk, and wow, have I got a show for you. The thing we've been waiting for, the secret we've been waiting for, well, I'll tell you in a little while. Huge episode. First thing we see is we see Maya, and she's talking to Brooke now. She's asking Brooke to respect her wishes, and Brooke says this is a lie of omission. Now the two of them go back and forth, sort of stating their point. Brooke wants her to tell him now, and she wants to do it on her own time. And at the end, Brooke makes a really good point, because what she says to her is that it's better to have a proposal from a man who knows and accepts her. That's kind of where we leave things with them. Then we see Rick and Ridge, and Ridge is sort of toying with Rick. He's playing really tongue-in-cheek. He says now he's Team Maya, and Rick knows he's dissing him, and he says he's proposing to Maya at Big Bear. He can't wait until they're husband and wife, because he's not going to put up with any disses towards the matriarch of Forrester. And we sort of leave them there. Maya then meets with her friend Nick, who I suspect is transgender, and tells him that what's going on. But he says to her, what? There's no mandatory timeline for telling when she asks, what a good time is. And Maya says that he's going to propose and that she wants to sort of get it out there. And he says, well, it's great, and that's up to you to decide, but it has to be you. And eventually Rick shows up, and Rick sort of gushes over her and says they got a big night coming up. And then that's it for them. We then see Liam, and he is with Ivy, and he tells her that Wyatt is going to tell the secret, and it's going to come out. And then he gets a text from Caroline, and she tells him that she's coming. So great, we're looking forward to the return of Lindsay Godfrey as Caroline. Can't wait to see that. And then we see Nicole and Wyatt. They're drinking, they're partying, they're having margaritas. Now Nicole does say, when they talk about the secret, that the secret is Maya's, and that she's afraid of Rick finding out because she thinks it'll hurt her. Now they sort of, Wyatt comes out and says, well, one time when I was walking by the office, I heard you two talking about a secret, but I didn't want to, really butt in. And he said, I can see it's affecting you, so now I'm going to butt in. And he wants to know the secret. So it doesn't take a lot of coaxing, and eventually Nicole says Maya's birth name was Myron, and Maya is transgender. Now this is huge. Now Wyatt says his head is spinning, and the first thing Nicole wants to know is if it'll affect them. He assures her it won't, but she wants to know that it's not going to come out. And he says, well, I'm not going to tell anyone. At first she worries about what this will do to Maya and it'll ruin her, and he says, well, I can't guarantee that it won't hurt Maya, but I can guarantee that I'll be there for you. And with that, she gets a text, and Nicole has got to take off. Now, she's not gone 2 seconds. There's a knock on the door, and it's Liam. And Liam is dying to know what went on and what the secret is. And at first, Wyatt says he feels bad, sort of double-crossing Nicole, but you better put Spencer Publication on notice. This is huge. And he says, this is so big that this is going to blow Rick Forrester's world sky high. And that's where we leave it. And on the next episode, that things are going to blow right up. So that's all she wrote, folks. This concludes this episode of B&B Talk. Thanks for hanging out. I can't wait to bring you the news on Monday. Don't forget to follow us on social media, and have a great weekend.